I'm gonna go ahead and tweet that we are in this thing. I already at you. I already have a tweet ready. Look at it. I'm ready, ready.
Ready, ready.
Let's go.
Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Oh, let me put my phone on do not disturb.
Oh, mine's on silent.
Nah, I gotta have like certain settings. Once we oops, what the heck?
Yeah, I got to do that when we go in. I literally have it to where the only person can get through is my son.
Yeah, I have my kids on certain bypasses too. All right, I
Right.
see one person up in here. Hey, hey, hey. We're gonna wait for maybe a couple more people to get up in here before we get hit started. But yes, thank you for coming through. Say what's up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So we could, hey, Quee,
Who is it? Oh, Quad QUI.
why? So, like, don't do
That's
that
my.
because I got a homegirl Quita that's QUI. So don't do
No,
that.
that's no. That's my people's. That's the only reason I said that.
Okay. What up, Autumn? You know, I thought you was trying to come for me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I would never do that. Oh man, I'm missing something. Where's it at? Oh, because I be trying to bring my ghost face on, and you know what I mean. I ain't got no gold eagle, so I got to bring my orca.
Mm. All right, y'all. It's PenTam-Z, y'all. We official out here, gang in this thing. This is our first Audible Expressions as an official group. This is our third one actually doing it, but we were kind of just feeling it out, seeing whatever, and then we decided to go together and make it official. So
So we,
like
we go together
we
now.
go together now. Not for real, in case y'all think it's some type of thruple stuff. No, like the gang poetry, let me say that like that, is official. PenTam-Z. We'll be doing quarterly spoken word nights, but of course we had to start in this month. And go ahead and get it going. So if you're new to us and maybe you came because of Lindsay or Penrose, my name is Tamara. This is my platform. I host a podcast that we'll talk maybe more about that later. And then you two can go ahead and introduce yourselves as well. Ladies first.
Of course,
What's up?
always.
It's me, Ellen Z. Some people call me Miami. My real name is Lindsay. And I'm here to do some poetry. Like, let's go.
Yep.
Um, I mean, my name is Penrose and I'm dope as fuck. If you don't know me, it's probably not your fault. You probably got some shitty ass old heads, but for $10.99 a month, I can help you get rid of that. Co-host of All Docked Up, co-host of Protest and Riot, a fucking great dad, and dope with the pen. We out here. We
Yeah.
out. We outside. That shit is so outdated, but that's my favorite like hype shit.
Some people need to go inside like, and some people
Right.
never left outside, so
Right. True.
yeah, it's crazy times. But yeah, we're gonna each do three pieces. It's usually a pretty laid back environment. We've been told it's kind of like an artist unplugged thing because we don't practice this, we don't perform together, whatever we're gonna do, so we're always surprised by what the other people I should say are doing. I don't usually go first, but the order this week, this month, this time, this quarter, today, okay, today is what I'm saying, is going to be me and then Lindsay and then Penrose. So a lot of times, for whatever reason, I don't want to go first, but yet here we are. And this piece is called Ride With Me. And I'm actually going to give you guys a little bit of background information on this because if you've ever heard me before, you may have heard a rendition of this, but I had to put the thing down, flip it, and reverse it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be what you heard before, but the underlying message is still there. So let's go ahead and get into it. And if y'all can mute yourselves if you haven't already, I'm not gonna do it because I forget, and then you'll try to talk, and yeah, so I'm not controlling that anymore. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So come and take a ride with me, not physically, but audibly, as I describe the pain that I see on these crooked streets, because I see roads filled with an abundance of construction while people's mindset seems centered on self destruction. And proud hearts break a mother's heart when they decide to take a life out the game. Like they're the very ones who pump the blood through their veins, and a false sense of hope is sip, smoke, touched, and teased while hate spreads through the city like an STD. But come and take a ride with me. Don't hop out, ride with me. Because soul ties, they chase them, get what they want to replace them. The lost really wish to be found, and snakes and unmowed grass plot to kick you when you're down. But keep riding with me. Don't hop out. Ride with me. They're slashing and cutting arms and wrists, crying night after night, praying that they cease to exist. And I will be foolish not to mention all the broken homes and those of y'all who see somebody in need and first thought, pull out your phone. But keep riding with me. Don't hop out. Ride with me. And as I said, a false sense of hope is sip, smoke, touched, and teased while hate spreads through the city like an STD. Isn't that what you see? Because that's what I see. I see people on the hunt now realizing that the peace they seek won't come from these external things. And folks want to scream out, you're toxic, without addressing their own mess. And others like the gas when they mistreat you. So it appears like as if, excuse me, others like the gas when they mistreat you. So it appears like it's all in your head. But keep riding with me. Don't hop out. Ride with me. On these roads filled with an abundance of construction, while people's mindset seems centered on self destruction and proud hearts and a false sense of hope. They're slashing and cutting. First thought, take out your phone. Hate spreads through the city like a freaking STD. But isn't that what you see? Because that's what I see. I see people on the hunt now realizing that the peace they seek isn't found in these external things. But now you're done riding with me. Hop out now. Stop riding with me. I'm done.
Yo, that was not what I was expecting when you was detailing that over the phone, or you didn't even detail it. You told me that it was a switch up,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know when you wrote that, but I mean, shit, that's right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the world is
Yeah.
crazy as shit right now.
Mm-hmm. I wrote that, man, a decade ago, was it, Lindsay? Yeah, I wrote that like a decade ago. That was one of my first pieces. But if you know anything about me, you know that I'm all about timeless content. So rarely about current events. It's generally about emotionally unhealthy stuff or whatever. And so it's crazy because at the time it was that, and here we are a decade later and it's that, but even that much more. You know what I'm saying? The only part that wasn't in it before was the piece about the phones, because camera phones and social media was like a little bit less prevalent back then. But other than that, yeah.
Good
So
shit, good shit.
what up, Jay? What up? Welcome again. If anybody else just got up in here, because I know not everybody comments, we are doing our quarterly poetry collective gang in this thing. It's official. PenTam-Z is what it is.
You
I
know it.
just went, and Lindsay's going next. So let's get into it.
All right, it's the gang poetry with PenTam-Z. What's up? So I got to say this first. So this piece is called "I Was There," and I wrote this back in 2015. So I think it's dope that you started with an old school piece. So here it goes. Okay, so I sit and so I stand, in a waking dream, a tale of two cities. Frustration breeds like a perpetual repeat, like looking for a dictionary with empty pages and finding no meaning. I fight the lump in my throat seeking purpose. What used to be a clear path now is a dimly lit corridor, and I wonder what it's all for, and I wonder if I'll ever make it. Make it past the stage of trying, make it to the point that I can say I'm arriving. Funny how flying and dying can be synonymous. It feels like I'm signing sincerely yours, but instead I'm signing sincerely anonymous. Tired of pouring my soul out and having no receiving frequencies. Tired of bootleg versions thieving my seeds. Tired of regrets. Tired of shoulda, coulda, woulda, because it ain't, never was, and it wasn't. Fairy tale visions. Deceptions imposed versus self design. Knowing the difference is a fine line, and 5 years in the making, and last 365 it ended so suddenly. Like Alicia Keys, we clipped our wings and it was unthinkable, but not like how she means, because it was a nightmare when it should have been our dreams. And the king walked away from the throne of the king and queens. And so I sit and so I stand, alone in this struggle, alone in this pain. And as the rain hits my four-wheeled tin can rooftop, I wonder what the point is. The aching of loneliness hasn't visited me in quite some time, but tonight it's riding shotgun, like the one called light pointing at the darkness in my brain. Because I don't wear the king's crown. I can't wear the king's crown and the crown of the queen too. Two thrones, one empty and one filled, because currently there is no ruler to reign, because the king is MIA. So the Joker tried to take his place. It's no longer funny. As the heavens leak like the tears down the queen's face, meant to rule and to reign, so I sit and so I stand. I am the only one with a vision in this realm. From this level, the necessity of the king, because Saul refused the truth and embraced his pride, and the bride was left at the altar with sickness and defeat. Despite the odds, she keeps spreading her wings. But through this rain and darkness, it gets harder to see. It gets harder to breathe. A tale of two cities, frustration breeds like a perpetual repeat, like looking for a dictionary with empty pages and finding no meaning. What now?
Somebody was in pain. That was deep as
Yeah, a
shit.
little bit.
Hey, Audrey, don't do that. Like, first of all, I didn't even see you come in. And yes, as Jay said, on the next break, I wasn't going to interrupt her to be like, "What up, Audrey?" But welcome. So glad you're here. You know I love you, so don't be like that. Thank y'all so much, everybody who came through. Yes, yes, yes. The part about flying and dying made me think of how we used to always talk about um flying together and dying together, like having somebody who you could do your grimy stuff with, but also somebody who you can, do your not holy stuff, because we weren't talking that, but just like do good stuff with. Actually, Audrey, I didn't see you. Like, I didn't see you come in, but okay. Yeah, so that made me think of when you said that line. Yeah, yeah. So thank y'all for coming through. Even Audrey, who's being a little bit difficult right now, and I don't understand why.
Audrey owns an umbrella company. You didn't know that?
I've heard you say something similar before. Yes, yes, indeed.
Audrey's the shadiest person around. I love you, Audrey.
Yeah, clean that up. Clean that up.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah. Oh
What? I can't see
no,
the
that
comments, so I don't know if nobody's saying nothing.
I'm trying to see where she says I saw her and I didn't, so I don't know what's happening. But Penrose, you're up. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Um, y'all can still hear me? You good? Everybody can hear me? All right, but y'all went a little deep, and I don't know. I started a little light, but here we are. Um, Ladies, wherever you are, if you got a cognac and a cigar or your favorite toy, or you just by yourself sitting on your couch, this is for you. When I was younger, I had a conversation with a drug addict, and he said, when you become addicted, you don't become addicted to the thing. You become addicted to the worst side and the best side of the thing that you're addicted to. So here we are. Addicted. I have fantasies. Fantasies of your panties draped across my bed and my face being lost. Lost between your legs, lost between your thighs. The taste, the smell, the wetness I feel upon my face are all a bundle of pleasure that lead to my inebriation. Yes, I'm drunk off you. Intoxicated and I don't mind. Because the pleasure I give you fulfills me as you move your spine. And as you grab my ears and moan so soft as your fingers enter your mouth and you begin to drift off as I melt the stress of the day away. And your body's here, but you fade away. And you're not close to coming, but your legs begin to shake. Ask about me. I'm that good. Now your hands are on my head and you rest your feet upon my shoulders. And your moans, they get louder. My licks, they get bolder. My tongue dances with your clit. Such a romantic dance it is. And I'm a professional. So at the same time, my lips French kiss your lips. Now, the only thing you can think is that you can't think of anything else. So your mind's clear and you're ready to lose yourself. Your moans now turn to shudders and you squirm and try to run. But I grab your thighs and pull you close, for this dance is almost done. As you try to push my face away, your issues are up and I love the taste. And with one last lick, your body shakes. Now what's displayed is my addiction. A smile upon your face, mumbled unclear diction, and your position. The taste, the smell, the wetness, my intoxication, my inebriation. Truly, I'm addicted. Let's fucking go, man. We outside. Let's go.
You definitely outside. outside too.
Let's fucking go.
Hi, Chris. Welcome. And welcome. I'm trying to remember. I know I don't want to say her name wrong. I feel like it's Haiti, but Ladies Pitch. I know who you are, and I think your Twitter handle is Haiti.
Haiti,
yeah.
Baby. Haiti.
There you go. There you go. What up, OG Mike? Yeah, Penrose, you're definitely outside.
We outside. So much
Definitely.
going on in the world to stay inside.
I feel it. Yeah, so welcome y'all. For everybody just coming in. I just feel like I need to let everybody know we official out here, gang in this thing. Y'all know this isn't our first spoken word night, but this is our first official hood night. We're not gang members though, for all the like randos that don't know us, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is our first official as a group, you know what I'm saying? We are a poetry collective. We're each solo poets, which is funny. I never really use the word collective. Just side note, shout out to the podcast Happy Hour crew in the comments. Until that's when I really grasp what a collective is. It's a bunch of solo people who do the same thing coming together, because we're not a group. But yeah, we appreciate y'all coming through. We are going to be doing these quarterly. We also drop weekly poems from one of us each week. So definitely subscribe to the channel, because every Wednesday, like clockwork, a poem. Why can I not talk? A poem from one of us will come out on this channel, just to kind of, I guess, playing off what. Nah, I ain't about to play off what he just said, just to kind of keep y'all interested. I was going to, but nah, I'm cool.
I'm
cool.
Hey, keep him addicted. Everybody's addiction is different. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? But just to keep y'all, just to give y'all a little something to tide you over in between the live shows, you know what I'm saying? So definitely subscribe to the channel, because I'm not gonna upload it on Twitter, Facebook, doing all of that. It's YouTube exclusive for all our stuff. And so I will go ahead and go next, I guess. And if you follow Penrose on Instagram, or because that's where I hear this the most, you will understand. You'll understand one word in this piece. Nothing else in this piece has anything to do with him, but there's this one word that he always said that inspired this piece, and you'll hear it. And if you've watched his Good Morning, You Beautiful Serendipitous people videos that he has actually been slacking on. I haven't seen one recently unless I'm tripping.
Nah, you're not tripping.
Okay, okay, okay.
We back outside though. They coming.
Okay. Okay. Maybe you should come inside and record and then go back outside. Is all I'm saying. But if you've watched his videos, have you ever said that on the pod too? I feel like you.
I did it. The only time it's ever been on the pod is when I did Jay's show, and she had
Okay.
me do it on the show.
Okay. Okay. So y'all will appreciate. I mean, y'all will get it. You know what I'm saying. And then for the rest of y'all, the rest of the piece, it ain't got nothing to do with that. But this is called Listen. How to say it like that. So, listen. I'm told you always listen, but every time I speak, my words take flight and appear to fall upon deaf ears because I get no response. And facial raindrops that scream the very words unspoken more frequently moisturize the fabric on which I lay my head because I've run out of things to say, because I've run out of ways to say the same things. And, anyways, it doesn't seem like you really listen, but I'm told you always listen. But sometimes I want to just sit silently and pretend like everything in me doesn't want to verbally download everything in me. And sometimes I just want you to hop on my train of thought and ride past the words that have yet to be uttered because it's less real if it's never spoken and only exists as what I feel. And, anyways, it doesn't seem like you really listen, but I'm told you always listen. How can you see what I show you and not take action? And even when you do, I'm giving crumbs and it's just not giving satisfaction. And what would you do if I stopped wasting my words? Would you long for the days when I audibly expressed every thought? Like, would you miss what you once heard? Then why you don't listen? These walls are closing in and I long to break free, but you continue to ignore me as if none of this is any of your responsibility. So how does that work? And when you gonna move? And don't say the timing isn't right when your trustworthiness is what needs to be proved. I mean, you do care, right? And don't you know I'm tired? And can't you see I'm weary? Bench pressing buses given the strength by that which hasn't killed me. Facial raindrops. My facial raindrops are fueled by the very fire that's being ignited by my pain and frustration at the continued fact that my communication remains ignored. And I often ask myself why you don't speak after I've spoken because I don't understand. Because I don't understand how you sit in my face while I download without uploading your thoughts and plans into my mental, because that matters. And sometimes I want to hop on your train of thought and see if any of the scenes at least contain fragments of pieces that will give me some insight into whether or not you really listen. Because I'm told you always listen. My mind is drained because the things that should change continue to remain the same, even after I've done all I could do. And I've run out of different ways to say the same thing. So night after night, facial raindrops moisturize the very fabric on which I lay my head. And while they're silently screaming all the things that remain unspoken, your silence screams that you don't listen, though I'm told you always listen. That's it.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
First off, I'm honored. First off, it was dope. Second off, I'm honored that the listen was always the good side. I appreciate it.
Man, I told you. You tweeted. I forget what you said. That somebody might have said in real life.
Yeah, my man said he got his kids. When his kids do something good, they wipe their face and go listen. And I was like, yeah. That's dope.
And that's why I was like, wait till you hear my piece, because I just, yeah.
Life. That's what we do this for. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Inspiration.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Let's see who's new up in here. I saw somebody. Courtney, welcome. Thank you for coming through. I'm assuming Penrose, always be having like everybody that I don't know is here for him usually.
Hey man, I'm a well-traveled person. People love me.
I see it. You got supporters. That's what's up.
Yeah, I remember my homie told me My homie told me one time, he was like, yo, you know everybody. I was like, nigga, I don't know nobody. I'm from this hood and I don't know nobody. He said, nigga, we've been on this porch 5 minutes and 30 cars have rolled by and everybody spoke to you. And I was just like, yeah, I guess I do. I don't know. I'm a humble person, but I'm well traveled. Peace to everybody that came through for me or came through for us that I invited. I love you.
Appreciate you inviting folks. Him for real. Thank you for coming through. Is that another one of your friends, Penrose? Because
I don't know. I don't know.
okay,
I don't know
okay,
everybody's YouTube handle.
right,
I
right.
just know Courtney used Courtney damn near everywhere, and I don't understand why she do. But you know, Young Cook on the track. That's the homie.
Is that her name? Like, what is she supposed to use?
Yeah, no, that's her name. I when I say I don't understand this because you know, then everybody on the socials got a different name, like a alter ego name.
Gotcha.
What?
Nah, I feel it. So yeah, whoa, I didn't mean to do that. We appreciate y'all coming through though. I believe it. I believe it. Yep. Penrose is popping. Oh, maybe I should be putting these comments up since you said you can't see
I
them.
couldn't see him.
My bad. Oh man, yo, Barber coming through. Wow.
Oh, what up?
Man, hold up. I gotta tell my nail lady
Detroit.
and my braider, they gotta step their game up because what? Like what?
That's my homie. My barber be doing spoken word. Homie dope.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the homie. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming through, Rust Face.
Yo, that's the homie who told me that when we was on the porch, he was like, nigga, you know everybody. That's him.
Poison.
What up, bro?
Poison. Thanks for coming through.
Poison. What up, Tanisha?
All right, Lindsay, you ready?
After that, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, snap on all of that, literally. Okay, so this one is called I'm Here. I'm in a place I've never been before, but I've already been to. Everything is the same, but completely brand new. And even though everything is the same, it's completely different. Seeing things I've always seen, but now with less defined, yet clearer vision. Because in my infancy at the mission, I didn't have the legs to stand on. I thought I was running, but I was belly crawling on the carpet. So I chucked it and I departed from it. It could have been seen as running, but it wasn't. If I hadn't gone there, I wouldn't be here. It's like I time traveled and started over, but with more knowledge to come back stronger. They all knew me, but they never did. Thought it was my death, but if I didn't die, I would have never truly lived. I'm here. Stepping back into something I've already done, but I've never experienced. I was here before, but I've never been here till now. This reemergence began easily, full of light, love, and confirmation, and I was like, finally. But it didn't take long to remember that new levels mean new levels to defeat. And I got mirrors literally and figuratively all around me. Broken, fragmented reflections of who I am, was, should, and shouldn't be. Differences now I know how it helps me see. I got triggers trying to take shots at me. It's designed to make me bleed, but I'm already covered by the blood, which makes me already free. And now I'm on a higher level, which requires the willingness to go deep. There's a spot in me that's still seeped, makes me weak. But if I truly believe what I say I believe, that's when I will receive strength. I've learned to shut the mouth of lions in times past, but one-on-one is easier than taking on a whole pride that's packed with apathy and disrespect. Because I'm not trying to clap back out of anger and frustration, but being cussed out and yelled at and attacked isn't something I handle well. But with what I do, it comes with the territory. It's an occupational hazard, and I need to surpass. If it was a relationship, I would leave. But these people are people I've been called to lead, so I can't abort the mission because I don't want them to see it affects me. But it does. I get the lump in my throat, and instead of them, I choose myself to choke, and I do it on my own words and my tears. Because after years of abuse, I'm not trying to engage in the toxicity, but I can't pacify it either. I'm at a crossroads, an impasse, a fork in the road, and as much as it hurts, I must face it head on to grow. I'm here, in a place I've never been, but I've already been to. But I'm here. And you know what they say about fear? Feel the fear and face it anyways. So I'm humbling myself, admitting that I'm weak, and willing to step into the ring. And by this time next year, I will be in a place I've never been before, but I've already been to. Because I didn't give up, I didn't dip out, but I planted my feet and embraced the fear. I'm not in a rush to avert the process, thinking it's better there, because I have to be here to ever get there. But when I get there, I'll be right back here. I will be in a place I've never been before, but I've already been to.
Dope. Y'all
yes,
are
yes.
y'all are bringing the emotions. Y'all got me feeling like the cousin when y'all at the club and y'all like, I'm ready to go. My stomach hurt. He's like, hold on, one more dance. Like I got all like upbeat shit. Like, well, not really
No,
upbeat,
but I feel like
but
there's always one of us who's like that. So it's good because we can't all be just, you know what I'm saying, hella emotional or hella whatever where we at, you know what I'm saying? So I yeah, I'm glad, you know what I'm saying? And one of mine actually, the next one I'm gonna do, which damn, we're going through this hella fast. I feel like we gotta slow down. Um but yeah, one of mine actually kind of goes with your first one. So just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, I mean, shit. When things are congruent, that's when life is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
So, shout out to the homie Baylor. Me and Baylor at one point, and hopefully we can finish it, was working on a project called Dreams. And if you've heard about this, then you probably heard this piece. But it was an ode to different women in the Twitter sphere or podcast community. So this might be about somebody you know, or it might not. Let's see. Vocal orgasms. Capture, dictate, and lead my feelings. Walk my emotions like a beach stroll. Climb my nerves climb my nerves as if they were trees for your frolic. Reach the fleshly entrance to my gob, pour your chocolate eclair all over my patois and have a seat. I'm not trying to interrupt recordings with future husbands and all, but speak with me for a minute. Talk to my senses, loop lullabies, make me miss you while you here. Twirl around my wine glass, fantastically tiptoe around the rim and stain my lips in the process. Let your velvet rope plant let your velvet rope plant fruit in my mentals. May the trees grow roots in my ears. Can I hold your hands with you? Just for a while. Match eyes with me. I want to turn your Stafford mornings into a DC night, your DC night into a rush of emotions, and your emotions into a Montessori, where I can learn every part of your Phoenician and feast of your vows. I'm not looking for love, but dope is Leo. Hanging off her every word, listful, orgasms erupt, selling over her throat, enjoying the waves. The same way we physically do the ocean, vibrations tell the difference in you. They don't speak. They make foreplay with the earlobe and seductive sexual intercourse with the eardrum. And you wonder why you were the doorbell. I asked if I could be an adult. She complied with my request. So I asked if I can find her voice with this toy upon her chest. Eager tugs and happy strokes. She creates streams that we adore. And in turning in tune, I ride that stream until I find the vocal cords. Precision is the key. May I take my time and live in your larynx, thrive in your throat, take solace in your creative box. May I delicately walk your passion, slide your slippery slopes, and watch fire in your eyes as as you ensure desire in mine. May we lock this dance, lock this moment in time. Outreach your fingers to me. This is your moment. It's sublime. You've allowed me in. You've allowed my rest. Now I see tears of joy upon your cheek. You've withstood the test. Vocal orgasms. A place reached in unity but birthed in you. Vocal orgasms. A place we denied but both always knew. Vocal orgasms. The life you give from thought to ear to tip. Vocal orgasms. I'm blessed to be around anytime life drips your lips. Thank you for your vocal orgasms. We are the fuck outside. We outside. Might be about somebody you know. It might not be.
Woo! Yeah,
poem,
might be.
The whole poem ain't even. And see, it's not even a sexual poem. It's really about what they bring across on the mic in a very, very dirty way. We outside. PenTam-Z. Y'all better, hey,
Yeah.
y'all better get in on the ground floor with this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You said y'all going inside? No, we stand the fuck outside. We outside. Let's go.
Autumn said it sounded nasty to her. Yeah,
I
we
mean,
outside, all right.
Minnie Riperton said that "Inside My Love" was not a nasty song. Yeah.
Mm.
So why does got to be a nasty poem? Even though Minnie was lying to us, like I'm lying to y'all. Let's go. Thank you, Rest Face.
All right. So I didn't want to have to do this one like this, but I'm going to have to. I didn't want to look down at a notebook, but I didn't type it out in time. It is what it is. So
We'll get better, y'all. We promise.
yeah, we're getting to memorizing and all that, but so I'm gonna just make this bigger then. So all right. So I guess hold on. No, she not lying. She said, "Yeah, I gotta make sure you see everything."
I'll take that.
Thank you,
Thank
Jay.
you. Thank you, Jay.
The thing about it, shout out to Penrose, man. I guess if y'all have been to them, y'all know this is what we do. We don't just go straight to it because if we did that, these events would be like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If we just went straight through our poems, but on some serious stuff, you're right. It ain't a bad thing. Shout out to I'm gonna specifically say shout out to Penrose in the sense that after we did the last live show, so that was November for my 2 year podiversary, we did a live show and he hit up the group chat. I joked, which okay, let me give y'all some background on PenTam-Z. I was low key joking. I just knew we needed a name. Like if we were gonna be doing this, it can't just be Tamara, Penrose, and Lindsay. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? That just, no. Once we become something, I always feel like we need a hood name, right? So I was like, what about PenTam-Z? Because I was just thinking of a way to combine not only the three of our names, but like LNZ and just have it play off whatever. But one of the things he said is that basically, how can we keep y'all interested, not interested, but keep y'all eager to hear from us by putting out content in between live shows? So we are doing monthly jam sessions, not live. So the live shows are quarterly, but we're going to get together monthly. And that's where we get the content from that I then put out every week. But shout out to him because it's like the beautiful thing about when groups come together organically is that you always end up pushing each other to become better and grow in the different ways that each of the you may need to or whatever. So shout out to him for that because it's allowed me to write more than I probably would have. And if you, any of y'all who are writers or have any gift, you already know the more that you do something, the more that you grow. They say if you lose it, if you don't use it, you lose it. So shout out to him for that. Um, and PenTam-Z, we
Thank
out
you.
here. He's like really outside for real, for real. I'm about to go outside a little bit with this next one. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, I want to get to the point of memorizing it so I could just. We ain't there yet though, y'all. We gonna get there. So this next one is called The Unbecoming Ways of No Escape. And as you get into it, you will understand. Which actually, inhaling and exhaling apathetic clouds of smoke to ease my mind. Hmm. Yeah, I did that. But the emotional Novocaine always wore off quicker than a minute, man, because I've always felt everything so deeply and couldn't really numb it forever. And those definitely were the vibes. And over the years, I've had so many ways of no escape if I've tried to avoid the very things that needed to be dealt with. Insanity to keep doing the same thing while expecting different results. So many souls had to be untied as a closed heart opened legs and kept allowing myself to be filled with an emptiness that kept me yearning on the inside. Contradiction. To behave in a way that opposes everything that I want to be known for. And all the while, the unbecoming was being delayed because I kept avoiding the very things that needed to be dealt with, as I kept telling myself that that's just the way it is, the way I am, and the way it will always be. False prophecy. To speak something as if it's a divinely inspired revelation, though it's not. And over the years, I've allowed myself to be defined by someone else's inability to see my worth, as if people won't spend crumple money, pills and potion. You see, the inhaling and exhaling apathetic clouds of smoke to ease my mind was never enough, pills and potion. But this way of no escape almost led to an eternal slumber when that which I was trying to escape became way more than bearable. Because to the one without hope, consequences mean nothing. And while food is nourishing to the body, it was never healthy as my source of comfort, while I avoided the very things that needed to be dealt with. Stagnant, a lack of development, advancement, or progressive movement. I know now that I was never created to walk around carrying the weight of the sum total of my experience. And though the pain was an indicator, it wasn't telling me to head towards the pills and potion, inhaling and exhaling apathetic clouds of smoke, opening legs with a closed heart, because all those ways of no escape left me emptied while still full of pain and regret. Growth, the act or process of gradual increase or development. I no longer allow someone else's inability to see how dope I am determine my worth, because there's always someone else who will experience feelings of euphoria at the mere thought of your existence. And I no longer avoid the very things that need to be dealt with, because I choose to dive into that which needs to be shed away so the unbecoming can help me become she who was already there hidden beneath the shadows of my pain and suffering. Healing, growing sound, getting well, mending, and doing away and done with the thing and doing away and done with the ways of no escape, the unbecoming.
Yes, 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 yes. Amen. Snap, 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 hallelujah on that one.
Look, to compare to compare being able to forget about what's bothering you and the pain that comes back after the high goes down, to compare that to having unsatisfying sex is fucking that was like, that shit was right out the gate too. That was dope. That whole shit was dope. But I was like, yo, she yeah, you went in.
Thank, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. That basically things that I used to do to try to escape the things that I was trying to escape, that's basically that journey. It's those things never satisfied. And it's funny because when I think about it, that is actually like, fun fact, at some point in our lives, this might have been a decade ago, Lindsay and I used to like write rap songs. We performed it. My daughters did the hook on one of my songs and all this stuff. So like we
Feel like
really
I just walked right out of heaven.
yeah, like everything I've ever set out to do, I've done, and I've been given platforms to do stuff. But there was a song that I did that was talking about I used to smoke and drink to feel a high that never really had me satisfied. And so basically like that's what this is, but the now, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So next up is Lindsay.
Okay, so this piece is called, first one was I was there, second one was I was here, and this one is called I did that. Okay. The exact thing I was afraid of, I leaned into. I spoke up truthfully and honestly, and my emotions stayed in check. I was shaking and had that lump in my throat, but I did it. The things that's designed to take you out is actually trying to break you free from the lie that it tried to get you to believe. I have so much growing to do, and it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary if I ever truly want to be the best version of me. I watched a reel from a girl I knew share some food for thought, and it stuck with me. When you eliminate a toxic situation or person from your life, make sure you put in the same energy to eliminating the version of yourself that allowed it to be there in the first place. Mic drop, heart stop, because I felt that. And I'm putting in the effort to allow my weaknesses to be turned into strength. I'm still shaking, still sick to my stomach, but I know it just reminds me that I'm still here, in spite of that fear. I did what was required of me. And honestly, as chains broke, I can't wait to see how much further I can go walking in the freedom it gave me. Establishing boundaries means nothing if it's not communicated to anyone other than yourself. I'm mind blown that the words I wrote before this piece, that literally the next day, which is actually today, the exact opportunity was presented to me. And I didn't shrink back. I stood on my 2 feet and I'm here. I did that. I really did that. Looking back to when I was there in the 7 year gap, I see growth in me internally. And as year 8 begins, it's in alignment with the season that I'm meant to be in. This is wild to know that step by step it's revealed to me. Even though it seems a long time, it's on time when it's meant to be. Stepping into the ring this time around, I received the victory. But the training will still continue as I develop and gain strength with iron that's been given to sharpen me. I can't believe I did that. Scratch that. I can believe it because I did that.
Hey.
I gotta get some snapping on my sound app because yes, I gotta
Y'all are walking through victories and shit.
Why are
Girl
you like
power
this?
it up. You know, I'm not mad. This last one I have will actually kind of fit that mold a little bit. So I'm glad that how this last round went. It kind of fits.
The order is
But
always exactly how it's supposed to be too, because you know I never want to go first, like
right,
ever, and I
you
knew
only
I was supposed to.
you went first on the first one. The very first time we ever did something, you went first.
Okay,
I think you did. Yeah.
and probably because that was the first one, and yeah,
Yep.
but
You was
I don't.
introducing it. But
Right,
no,
but
I
I
feel
don't
you.
want to go first. Like the last one of the jam session, I didn't go first.
No, I
Oh, let
feel
me
you.
put the comments up here so you can see Penrose before you go. I believe it. I'm not surprised on that.
Autumn from the Midwest, I'm pretty sure she used to rap. All Midwest people try to get a rhyme off every now and
Thank you, Chris. Wait. I mean, hey, send me that. Send me that. Yeah, send me that. Not Siri. I'm not talking to you. Siri
then.
be
Ear
Siri.
hustling.
Right. Like I said, send me. Ain't nobody say Siri. And then when I say it, they don't pop up. That's the thing. But
Right.
yeah, we appreciate y'all, especially y'all that come back every time. You know what I'm saying? We're always excited. Like we'll hit each other up. Penrose always calls me the day of. We always have this at least half an hour conversation, if not more, day of. But we're always excited, like leading up to this. So then y'all showing up, y'all in the comments. I love it. I love people who come to live shows and let me know they're here. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm
Real
saying?
shit.
I love that. Yeah, Jay, she has some speakeasy music. It's so funny. Death Spiral, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you.
That is my fucking kid. What up, fatty?
That's your kid?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to baby Penrose. Thank
That's
you for
baby
coming.
Penrose, yeah.
Thank you for coming through. Yeah. All right, you up.
All right. So I said this one kind of fits in. I feel like everybody has a muse. I don't know how everybody sees theirs, but because of the way I look at the world, I feel like there's a whole nother plane of, like, I guess your guardian angel or whatever. And my muse is a chick that looks like Beyonce, but she like an OG Crip. Like it's the craziest shit, right? But she had to get there. So the day I wrote this poem was the day I felt like I found this muse and realized that, like, life was all about, like fuck what everybody else talking about. You gotta grow for you. And so this poem is about finding my muse, I guess. So I just wanted to give a little disclaimer. Anyway, here we go. My blood drowns them all, etching countless names on walls. The silence has driven me mad. She sits there, saying not a word. Peculiar look on her face, staring into nothing, as if she's perplexed by her own existence. Her hand slightly raises, and again, my blood drowns them all. Her hair is long, her frame is frail, old lipstick and dirt embedded fingernails, legs full of scars, each tell a tale of gifts from heaven that drift through hell. She started young, her age unknown, but clearly she is young of bone. A lump of coal that is her heart, she would never tell this world apart, but as she smiles and moves as art, my blood drowns them all. Oh, look. Look as her hair goes red, as if she delights in life from death. Her scars are fading, she's contemplating, and yes, my blood, it drowns them all. Her eyes no color, her lips are full. Still can't stand, but her legs have moved. Her back that once was filled with lashes has cleared quite nice to the hate of the masses. More names on walls. She watches them fail, and yes, my blood has drowned them all. Upon her feet, she stands and looks. The thieves, the ignorant, the murderous crooks, the lifeless bodies, their deadless hobbies, all destroyed right in this lobby. She finally speaks. Oh, what a mess. These creatures I've held within my breast. They ask for love and joyous things, but hate and destruction is all they bring. How could they live? How could I lie and watch my only favorite die? She looked at me and saw conquest, delighted that I had passed the test. The sea of blood, which carried many, was now her bath of sickening memories. Some held and tried to flee, but when one daring look at me, she raised her hand, blood dripped her cheek, and once again my blood drowned them all. So here I am, I've etched the names on skin and flesh and hair and veins. Such a beautiful sight. Her dress now matches her mane. I pierce my lips and ask her name. She looks and smiles. Her blood now tears. She simply says she's all my years. Honestly, too, all my tears and urgent death of all my fears. Floating on this sea of blood, a whirlpool dissipates her stay. I beg and plead to her, just one day won't you remain? As she's covered, drugged, and smothered by the ones we've laid to rest, she says, my child, you'll be okay. Remember, you've passed the test. Her eyes turned red. She blew a kiss. I felt my soul begin to miss. A ravaging feeling of truth and sake. I hear her whisper, my child awake. My eyes, they open. I see you hopeless. Blame her for my thought provoking. Because now I dare you to take this over. Nigga, my blood will drown them all. We the fuck outside. We outside. We are the fuck outside.
Sir, wait a minute.
I'm literally.
I was like so engaged. Why are you like this?
Cause man, hey, I don't put shit. If I can't feel energy from what I do, I would never like perform it, recite it, whatever.
I mean,
and this is,
no,
I love this.
I just that was dope. First of all, but
and I'm my own favorite chilier. I got it. Yeah, that's what.
This is what it is. Thank you, Chris. Out of nowhere, like, that's what it is. I was like this, and then we the fuck outside. I was like, oh, okay. So clearly he's done. Yes.
That's like the cheerleader in me, like celebrating. Like that wasn't even me. I be trying to go in.
Yes, Audrey. Like it was just not. It was unexpected for that poem in particular.
Actual facts.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
I mean, because
man.
in essence, it's about everything that blocks you getting it the fuck out your way. So I wrote it like that, but at the end of the day, it's about victory. So yeah, we the fuck outside.
Yeah, you're gonna make it work regardless. I see. So yeah. Yeah, you're gonna explain it. I feel it. I do the same thing. But yes, these are the vibes on them because what? Oh man. Yeah, man. This was good.
It's
These
the
are
end. Now I didn't know Kevin
Honestly,
was.
like I can't wait to go back and listen to it again because kind of like the first time we did, there was things that were consistent and fluid, like conversation, like it was dope. That was legit.
Hey, hey, this was a good time. This was a good time. I wasn't gonna do none of them three. Actually, no, the first one I was. The other two, no. And I just put them out now. Like, you got to get the people what they want, man, and what they need. Sometimes niggas don't even know what they need till they get it.
yeah. Yeah. This was good. Chris, this is funny. Man, brother, man, it's there. Yeah, Jay has this speak easy. I don't know where she got it from. She has this speak easy music, and whenever we do, like Chris had us do, we had to bring a DMX song and do kind of like in spoken word form, and I think that was the first time Jay brought out the speak easy music. So we've heard this speak easy music many times. Okay, thank you, Chris. It's from Love Jones. However, none of us heard that somewhere in there it says brother man until Audrey pointed it out, and then it's just hilarious because yeah. Yeah, definitely come through because every week we post a new poem from one of us. So we do these quarterly for right now. But yeah, every week something is coming out from PenTam-Z. You feel me? Because
Oh
we
shit,
outside. We don't fuck
we the fuck
outside.
outside.
So yeah,
Ooh.
y'all. Man, that's it actually. I don't know why it just feels like we got done earlier than we normally do. Do we
Cause we
normally
did.
talk more? Because we only bring 3 pieces each every time. So I don't know what's
The jam
um
session was longer because it was just us.
well, yeah, that was different. That was different.
Yeah.
That was different.
So
Yep, we outside.
we
I
outside.
I be
He
inside
know.
really
He know.
to be
Literally, gang poetry. We outside.
We
PenTam-Z.
outside.
I really don't be outside though, to be honest. I be in the house, but
Facts.
you know, yeah.
But yo, everybody that came through, and thank you all for sharing the platform with me. I love it.
Of course, I appreciate y'all. Why don't y'all plug your stuff? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got
Okay.
anything coming up? Lindsay, you go first.
I mean, Instagram, LNZ White S. That's me, Lindsay Yates. That's pretty much all I got. I don't have a whole lot. This is a new, I actually, Tamara, you gave the shout out to Penrose, but I want to give the shout out to you because writing is something that I've kind of strayed from over the past few years, and it's something that needs to continue. So, like, I'm thankful for the group so that we can do this and that we can all grow individually, collectively. I think it's legit.
Oh yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Well, I'm gonna before you plug your stuff, Penrose. I mean, this is nothing without y'all. Like I wouldn't have got up on here because Penrose tweeted this the other day, and I'm leaving this up here so you actually plug it when you go, Penrose. But
I was already ready for it. Now,
well, you know,
now I feel like I've been attacked.
oh, stop it. But you tweeted that the other day, and it's like having a vision is nothing without the people that carry it out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I would have been up here on this platform by myself performing spoken word, because I could have just did that on my podcast if that was the case. And the thing about it is, and I told Penrose this earlier, is that he, because of how he is, which I mean, we all see it, you know what I'm saying? We see the vibes. Because of how he is, he calls me higher, because I also, prior to this, had kind of, I'm not going to say I haven't been writing because I blog every week, but I hadn't really been writing any poetry. So it's kind of like being back in this space really just is sharpening the gift that I had kind of like set to the side, and you know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate y'all because y'all show up every time, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I really, only expectations I have. But also you come with suggestions, like you own the group, you know what I'm saying? Even just ideas, even just the jam session in general, but even ideas, Lindsay, that you've come up with for the jam session, so that those can be like almost training camps for us in a sense, just so we can all continue to grow. So yeah, I appreciate y'all helping me bring the vision to life, but like it's nothing without y'all. And the crazy thing about it is I know each of you, but they didn't know each other. But I, thank God, have the gift to be able to put the right vibes together and know, you know what I'm saying, when what I'm looking for is something. And so I knew that they would be the two that would bring it to how I want it to be. And the way we continue to just communicate and grow together and all that, I appreciate that, because it's that this isn't organic in the sense that I put it together. So it's not like y'all would have met outside of this, but it feels like it was organic because from the first one, the chemistry and just the congruence has just been there, as if we write these together and we don't. We never know what the other two are going to come with until, like, it's a surprise to us, just like it's a surprise to y'all. I don't even give them like really topics. I'm just like, because I don't want to, yeah, I want to see what is going to happen. I want to experience it just like everybody else. So I appreciate y'all. Penrose, go ahead and plug yourself.
Um, Again, Penrose Eames. Yes, I co-host. I'm so sorry. I co-host with my two beautiful sisters, Chris and VJ. Shout out to the Murder V Pod. Shout out to Shenanigans with Friends. We host All Docked Up every other Sunday. And this Sunday, we are going live at 5 Pacific, 7 Central, and 8 Eastern. And we are talking about disaster. She put me on the spot. I hope I'm saying it right. But it's about, you'll see. We're doing disaster, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and 5 Pacific. Also co-host of Protest and Riot Podcast over at YCC Entertainment. Come and be a Patreon subscriber. And you see me here with PenTam-Z. This is Penrose. And again, I'm dope as fuck.
Yeah, and if you want to yep, you did it right. If you want to follow Penrose on Twitter, I put the link to his Twitter in the live notes. If you want to follow Lindsay or LNZ on Instagram, I put her. You can follow me on Twitter. But if you go to my bio, it has literally everything. So if you don't know who I am because you came here, I'm going to say because of Penrose, because everybody seems to be here for him that I don't know. My name is Tamara. And if you ever listen to my show, Lindsay did my intro. So that's where that comes from. I host Tamara to the Break of Dawn podcast. New episodes drop every Thursday. I usually talk about my life and the ways I'm trying to grow. I am also 1/5 of a podcast collective called Podcast Happy Hour. If ever I could just talk without messing up, that would be great, but that's clearly never going to happen. It makes me so happy when people talk about me on somebody else's show or on their show and they say Tamara, like it just makes me so happy. But yeah, I'm 1/5 of Podcast Happy Hour. So once a month we do a monthly live show on either myself, Autumn, Audrey, Jay, or Chris's platform. And the thing about it is, you got to follow all of us because we kind of hop around, you know what I'm saying? And we just had our blackity black kitty black kitty black podcast happy hour Saturday, and it was on Autumn's platform. So if you, I'll just edit it and put the podcast happy hour playlist in the episode notes so that you can get on that, because it's definitely a good time. That was definitely an organic thing of the five of us coming together. We have built the dopest friendship over the past couple of years. Yeah, it's been about 2 years since we all became cool at this point. And we just continue to become better and better friends. And we are having another podcast happy hour for March. I don't know full details yet, simply because we're having one, but we're not exactly sure what it's going to look like, because we have a retreat that we're going to have next month. And so, yeah, but also, in addition to all of the podcast stuff, if you love Black people, and if you think that Black people are so dope that other folks get high off of the feelings of euphoria that I mentioned, you know what I'm saying? If you feel like you are the epitome of Black girl magic, or the epitome of Black boy joy, or if you have a little Black daughter or son that I am loved, I have a brand called Melon Intoxicate that really was created to celebrate the beauty found within Black people. So if you go to the link tree in my YouTube, there's somewhere either on the banner if you're on a computer, or in just my bio on YouTube, you can go to the Melon Intoxicate website, get you some merch, you know what I'm saying? And a portion of the proceeds go to support a local nonprofit called Room for Roots, which helps underserved women and girls of color underserved women and girls and women and girls of color. And so you're not just supporting me when you support the brand, you're also supporting a nonprofit that's doing good work. So there's that. I also run a consulting agency as well. I have a lot going on. And so if you want to know more about me, just go to the link. Follow me on social media. I follow back, all that good stuff. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like what you heard today, because you will see more from us every week for sure. But you will also see more live shows from us every quarter. This is just getting started, but we ain't going nowhere either. I guess I do have my shirt on, so you can kind of see this. I call her. She don't have a name, but it's the man, the woman, the boy, and the girl. It says "So dope they get high" on the top and bottom. Really, Chris? That's funny. I guess that's it. Y'all got anything else?
Stay beautiful. All you beautiful souls. You beautiful sandalous motherfuckers.
Yes. So yeah, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Have a great rest of y'all Friday. Celebrate. Man, stay safe, like on some real stuff. Like, I'm glad we had this today so people could kind of escape like everything that's going on, because it's kind of crazy right now. And yeah, stay safe, be kind to people, because there's a lot going on in people's lives, even outside of the things we are facing literally globally. Like, dude, every year globally, we got to be going through some crazy stuff. Like, is this real? So yeah, y'all, my thing is always be healthy mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically for yourself, but then also be healthy in your relationships, because You just don't know what people are going through. Even the three of us up here giving y'all content, but you have no idea what we are going through behind the scenes that we kind of put to the side to come here and be all in. You know what I'm saying? So be good to people, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and we will talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Peace.